Hey, what's up? This is Antonio Thompson from AntonioRThompson.com, and I'm coming to you from my home office here in Brooklyn, New York. Today I want to share with you, 7 ways to increase your social media engagement and why it's a must for your business. Social media engagement, if you have questions, definitely, type them in the comment box as I go along. I'll definitely get to them. But social media engagement is important if you're running any kind of business. You want to grow any kind of business online, whether it be a network marketing company, whether it be a brick and mortar business, any kind of business you want to try and build online. You definitely want to get engagement. And so what actually is engagement, right? And it comes in a variety of forms depending on the platform that you're on. And for on Facebook, engagement can consist of, conversations, can consist of people liking your stuff, loving your stuff, leaving comments, shares, thumbs ups. I think on, there's now hearts too on Facebook. So that's engagement, right? And so having people engage with your stuff is important for a variety of reasons, right? And the first reason is, and this is probably the most important, when people actually engage with your content, they like it, they comment, they share it, that tells Facebook, and now Instagram too, that tells Facebook and Instagram that people actually like your stuff. And so Facebook has this algorithm, this code that kind of observes the interactions and what people are doing on the platform. And when they see that people are actually engaging with stuff in a positive way, they're liking it, they're sharing it, they're commenting on it, Facebook's going to reward you by placing that post, that image, that video, whatever it is, higher in people's newsfeed, right? So more people will see your stuff, right? And so that's very, very powerful, because the more people see your stuff, the more eyeballs that are on you, right? So if you're doing video, if you're doing, images, if you're doing text, the more people that actually engage with your stuff, the more likely their friends or people who are just like them will see your posts. Now, here's one major issue I see online with network marketers in particular when it comes to when they share content and the engagement they get, right? And so when network marketers share content online, it could be anything. It can be a basic status update, or sometimes people are sharing their company's products and stuff, which I say don't do. But if you want to do that, go right ahead. But what happens is when people actually when network marketers tend to post content, and people who are already in their company, people who are on their team, they comment on it, they like it, they share it, and they give it thumbs up. What happens is Facebook actually looks at their profile, and they look out and find people with similar criteria, right? So similar, posts, similar companies, right? And so what happens is that post is actually going to be shown to more people that are in that network marketing company or in that particular industry. So you actually kind of miss out on your target audience, and you find that your posts are actually being engaged with people who already are in your company or who are already on your team. And so you kind of it kind of defeats the purpose of when you have people who are on your team and company already liking your stuff. It kind of defeats the purpose of getting engagement, because you're talking to people who already are in your company or who are already on your team, which doesn't really make sense, right? And so what you want to do, here are some things and some 7 key ways that you can actually go about increasing your engagement on particularly Facebook, right? And so I share this in various other posts and videos, but video, especially Facebook Live, is going to get a lot of engagement, a lot of attention. And why is that? Because Facebook wants people doing videos. They want them, actually Facebook wants to be, wants to crush Periscope. Facebook wants to kind of crush, Snapchat and all these other live video platforms. And so they're gonna give you more reach. This Facebook Live video is gonna show up more in people's news feeds. And so if you're not doing videos, I encourage you to actually start doing them, especially live videos, because it definitely builds rapport and trust like no other medium on social media. And so, as your audience, watches your video, as they, all right, I'll catch you later. Someone just gave me a thumbs up. As people watch your video, they get to know you, right? They get to learn more about you. They learn about your mannerisms. They learn, if they are, attracted to you in a business kind of way, and they like, know, trust you, and actually will eventually, hopefully, want to work with you, right? And that is a great thing. The second way that you can actually increase your social media engagement is also by doing images. Now, video is king, and so you want to get out there and do video. But let's say you're not, comfortable yet doing live video or recorded video. Images are still a great way to get engagement. What you can do with this is, post quotes, and I'm not saying post, images about your business opportunity or, your products and services. Again, it's all about online social media. Is all about building you and your brand. So you can post images, quotes, you traveling. I posted an image before this webinar, or this live video of me just like staring at the computer, getting ready for this broadcast. But images also get increased engagement, more engagement than text. I do recommend, spreading out, between images and text. You still do text, they still get engagement, but not as much engagement as video and images. But, images are very, very powerful. The other third tip is timing. Now, I'm not very good at this. I need to, really get better at this. But, when I think of something or, get ready to share something, I kind of post it immediately, or I schedule it. But I'm not really good at, looking at the data on my Facebook fan page. And if you have a Facebook fan page, there is data back there that you can actually take a look at to see when your viewers, your audience is most active on Facebook. And so I'm going to start doing this more often, and actually scheduling and doing my posts when I know my audience is actually on Facebook. But you want to make sure your timing is right? You don't want to post at an hour when, maybe, 2% of your audience is online, right? And so I actually looked today, and around 9 o'clock, about 5,000 people that are connected to my page are online. That's probably the peak of my Facebook, audience usage of Facebook. And so I'm going to start posting now at 9 o'clock because I know my target audience is on Facebook. So looking at the insights in the back of your Facebook, fan page, and seeing when your audience is online is critical. I mean, it's important, right? So if they're online at 9 o'clock, you post at 9 o'clock, you'll be sure that they will see your post. You also want to, fourth tip is, posting frequently, right? I would say, between 3 and 4, maybe 5 times a day, posting on Facebook. And again, looking at that timing to see when your audience is online, so you actually make sure they can see your content. Tip number 5, are you a celebrity? Are you a, rock star? Celebrities and rock stars can actually get away with not interacting with their audience, but we can't. Right? So the fifth tip is really to interact with your audience, right? And so when people, come to your page and they see something that engages them, that they like, hey, respond. Say, hey, thanks for liking my post, or respond to their comment, or if they share it, connect with them, say, hey, thanks for sharing my post. And what will happen is, as you get more people engaging and having a conversation with people, Facebook will see, like I said before in the beginning, right? Facebook will see that, this is a engaging post. People are actually liking it. They're enjoying with it. They're enjoying it, right? And so they will begin to show that to more people that are just like those people that are engaging, and to more of your audience. So when people connect with you, when they like your stuff, when they share stuff, when they comment on your stuff, connect with them, respond back on the feed, right? On the actual feed. And you can also send them a private message to talk to them more on a more one-on-one basis. But if they're interacting in your news feed and they're commenting and liking your stuff, respond to them in that feed, because it creates more engagement. It goes kind of viral, right? Another tip, and we know that social media was not created for business, right? It was created for people to be social. So another tip is to be to use emojis, right? And use smiley faces and thumbs up in your updates, your status updates, your videos. I'm gonna try this out. I just read about this, but using emojis in your posts. I don't do much of them, but I would start doing them. Again, social media is not designed for business. It's about being social, and so when you add like little characters and like images or the emoji thingamajiggies, it creates a more friendly and fun environment. I used to think that emojis were just for teens and 20-year-olds, but I find myself using them periodically in my responses to people and also on other platforms as well. The last tip number 7 is really let people get to know you, right? And I mentioned yesterday that you want to bring yourself into your content, and so it doesn't have your posts don't always have to be about business. You can share what's going on in your world, share that you're a real person, that you're experiencing life, right? And share that with them, and being this helps you to create a deeper connection with your audience when you bring yourself into your content and into your posts, right? So those are the 7 ways that I think you can increase your social media engagement. Tip number 1 was Facebook. I'm preaching it. Facebook Live, Facebook Live, Facebook Live. It's critical. It's incredible. It's important for your business. Using images, if you're not going to do video, doing images are also very big. Timing, looking back in your insights and seeing when your audience is online, so you can make sure your posts are being shared at a time when you have the highest amount of viewership on Facebook. Posting frequently, 3 to 5 times a day is ideal. If you don't have that kind of time to be in front of, actually I wouldn't recommend being in front of your computer all day, so you can actually schedule those out. If you have a Facebook fan page, schedule those out periodically throughout the day, so that they go when you don't have to be in front of the computer. They just go automatically, and you can schedule them at a time when your audience is online. Tip number 6, or number 5 rather, interact with your audience. So if people are engage back with them. Number 6, you're not a rock star. No, number 6 was emojis. Number 6, so using emojis in your posts and stuff like that. And number 7, bringing yourself into your status updates and your posts, so people actually get to know you and can connect with you on a more deeper and more personal level. So I hope you got value out of this video. If you did, please like it, share it, and comment on it, and definitely register for tonight's webinar at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Going to be sharing, how to sponsor reps effortlessly and easily using webinars. Click the link at the end of this video. It may be in the description box below or on the screen, but get registered and I'll see you there. Take care. Peace.